I saw that eye roll, Bethany.
It was an eye bulge.
On this episode of Art of the Short, Little Shorties, Jori&Bethers read to you a story where K-holes lead to life lessons, and anacondas are the ultimate form of entertainment.
We'd like to remind you that all episodes of Art of the Short contain explicit content, and that a link to this week's short story will be provided in the show notes, just for you.
Art of the Short is an interactive literary art installation. Our Lil Shorty episodes feature the not-so-known storytellers, where Jori&Bethers read a short story by you.
Yes, a short story written by you, and of course, we'll make art of our interpretations. Join the conversation. Send us your artwork to add to the gallery at artoftheshort.com.
And follow the installation on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Art of the Short to see what others think of this short story through their art. Hi, B.
Hey.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, beep.
Okay, well, how was your damn art? You damn artist. I have to say, I saw your egg again today.
Oh, my egg.
And it really is just a really lovely egg.
Thank you so much.
It's the egg from the episode, The Hatchling.
I saw your egg, too, actually, recently. And I thought, well, there's a piece of work, huh? That's a beautiful
There's some
piece
70s
of work.
art house. I was feeling it.
I enjoyed that.
You know this, that like 70s and 60s, I'm influenced by the style, the fashion, my whole life. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm rolling on that vibe. So be prepared.
You said, why try a new influence? Let's just stay in our lane. Cool. Well, that's your art. I don't have any idea. I don't know what you think about this story. I don't know anything.
Well, what did you do? How was your art? How do you feel? What do you think?
I don't know what to say. I like it, and I'll be interested to see what you think, because you'll have a particular insight that most people won't have.
Okay.
So yeah, well, I guess I'll leave it there.
Okay. That's exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, dude.
This week's short story is by writer Wilhelm Sitz. Sitz now practices his work while dwelling alongside his taxidermied friends in a small town called Los Angeles. If you'd like to learn more about Wilhelm Sitz, you can do so by following him on his socials at Life in Sitcoms.
Featured on Rejection Letters, this is K-Hole Anaconda by Wilhelm Sitz. On Halloween, we watched some horror movie with blood and guts in it. My boyfriend complained the whole time that there were no scenes with snakes in the water. I said, what the fuck does that mean? But because I was drunk, it came out cruel. He looked at me sadly, because he was drunk in a different way. I like when there's snake in the water and the actors are in the water with it, he said. It's scary. I didn't care, or somehow showed that by falling asleep. I guess my boyfriend turned off the TV sometime around 3 a.m. A couple Saturdays later, my boyfriend asked if we could watch Anaconda. It's the preeminent snake in the water movie, he said. I was surprised he could use the word preeminent. Somehow that showed in my eyes. What's wrong with you? He said. What do you mean? All you want to do is watch a fucking movie with a fucking big snake. In water, he said. We lay together in the same bed. He slept. I didn't. At breakfast, he told me about the time he was in a K-hole and saw himself die in thousands of different ways, each one more torturous and prolonged than the last. Let me guess, I said. In one, you were in a river and a snake ate you. But that hadn't been one of his visions. I grew more tired every day. My tongue turned to sludge. To raise my eyebrows took concerted effort. All I could really do was wash the dishes and quietly fume when my boyfriend left his plate on the table. All I could do was drink water and pee and nod when my boyfriend asked me a question or shake my head no. I stopped laying in the same bed as him. In the living room, I slept the whole night through and woke up like it hadn't even happened, like that sleep had passed through my body like a draft of wind, leaving nothing but cold bones behind. "What's wrong with you?" my boyfriend said. He said it more sad than he had before. I shook my head, no, and washed his plate. It was dark outside because it was 3:45 in the thickest part of winter. He turned on the TV and bought the movie Anaconda on Amazon. He pressed play. I kept washing dishes. I heard the sound of a mighty river coming from the TV and the quiet, elegant cut of a boat moving through water. And pretty soon, J-Lo was talking about a documentary she was making in the Amazon. Her voice filled the apartment with a soft, rounded grace. It was easy to listen to. The dishes were done, so I put them in the drying rack, and I dried my hands on my shirt and sat down on the couch. "I think Jon Voight has killed people before," my boyfriend said, then nodded to the screen. "Here we go. The Anaconda is coming." The Anaconda came. The horrifying, majestic way it moved through the jungle had to be seen to be believed. When it finally got into the water, slithering or swimming towards J-Lo's boat, my boyfriend grabbed my wrist. "I saw me shooting myself when I was on ketamine," he said. The anaconda's head poked out of the water, and its eyes were glassy but real. That was one of my deaths. Isn't that really scary? I gave him my other hand because they were shooting at the anaconda and it was tense. "Don't ever do that," I said. "I won't if you won't." He put his arms around me. J-Lo was all wet. She was screaming. Her not-yet boyfriend, Eric Stoltz, was sick in his cabin and couldn't save her. My boyfriend watched with glee. He looked so happy sometimes. Like when we had gone sledding the December before. He looked like that when he looked at me. "Jennifer," I said to the screen, "get out of the water." We stayed awake and clapped when the credits rolled. I said there were actually less snakes in the water scenes than I thought there would be, and my boyfriend nodded. I think it's because J-Lo isn't a convincing swimmer. We went to bed. I couldn't think of anything else to say. I was still too tired out, but my boyfriend started talking to me in a sleepover whisper. He told me some of the other things he saw while on ketamine. He told me that before those deaths, before anything horrible was spiked into his brain, he had visions of great power and beauty. He had cracked open the sun and drank water from Mars. He had tasted candied music and sniffed up the left-behind air of storm clouds. And none of it even came close to how I feel with you, he said. I thought if Eric Stoltz had said that to J-Lo at the beginning of the movie, they would have turned the boat around immediately and bunked up together in some jungle hotel. Documentary be damned. Not one person would have been killed by that anaconda. I told my boyfriend that. He slept. I slept.
Okay, but everyone wants to watch Anaconda now, right? Well, that's just friggin' adorable. This is friggin' adorable. My 90s lingo has come back thinking of Anaconda. You friggin' idiot. With like a 64-ounce Mountain Dew or something.
Friggin'. Gross. I think it would be better if it was Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper for sure. But in my head, it's like a boy saying,
yeah.
Friggin' idiot. Okay, I have a reptile textured heart in front of me.
You sure do.
And is it adorable? Yes. Is this a t-shirt? Yes. Is this a sticker? Yes.
Oh, my first piece of merch. I finally made it into the merch.
First merch.
I put it on a tote.
You could also stitch this on some shoes. It'd be really fucking cool.
Cute.
Maybe like a denim jacket patch.
Okay, well, thanks for your support. But I drew the shape of the outline of the heart. And like, that's what I was saying at the beginning, dear listener, is that like, Jori, she knows I love hearts, so I've commissioned her to draw a lot of hearts over time.
She's got lots of heart tattoos.
Yeah. And like, I also draw a specific kind of heart, different kinds, but they're never perfect and they never look like, I don't know, they're just like a specific shape.
Yeah.
Such that like when I do the outline of this heart, I really liked how it looked. And then I kind of was like on the fence about whether I was going to do two kind of halves of a heart, kind of representing their two different souls, like they're two little spirits, like two little people, two little snakes in one heart. They kind of meld in the middle. But then I kind of was worried, like, does it not look like a heart?
No.
Like today when I was looking at it, I was like, would a casual observer that wasn't Jori know that it's a heart?
Yes, that's exactly what I see. And I think it's fucking cool. Like, I am not kidding. I would wear this on my body and, like, sport it around.
Well, I really enjoyed the story, Wilhelm. Thank you so much for letting us read it. But, like, what a pleasure. It was just, like, a sweet story. I love to read a love story.
Yeah.
Bare your soul.
Yeah.
And then give me some comic relief with J-Lo. I love it.
And then also just, like, it's relatable.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look at Jori's film.
It is a film.
Film. Oh, my. It's like a tie-dye extravaganza. Oh, my God, there's a snake. It looks like a cardboard cutout, dear listener, like as if it's like a play and someone's holding up like a popsicle stick.
Yeah.
But it is an illustration. And it's like waves in the foreground and sun rays in the background. And then there's a heart bursting through the sun and the planets are circling. And then a giant green snake emerges from the sea.
Anaconda.
And sticks out his little red tongue.
So, I mean, listen. First of all, K-hole is the worst title of any sort of drug trip. It just sounds like asshole. My film looks like I'm maybe suggesting that people should go there or do that. But that's just what I got from this. I was like, I just want to like build this little experience with this anaconda.
Yeah, the planets really makes it like, whoa, man, my brain's expanding.
I liked that it inspired some like funky 70s art.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride this wave for a while, I think.
On the next episode of Art of the Short, we'll be reading Royal Jelly by Roald Dahl. As always, a link to this short story is provided for you in the show notes.
And sorry, I don't know what just happened to my voice just then. We really want to see your art for this short story that we read. What does it make you think of?
Have you been in a K-hole?
I mean, really, I haven't. Have you been in a K-hole? No. Okay, I don't know. But send us your artwork to artoftheshort.com, and then also
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. And then also please and thank you. Join the conversation through the installation. I said that all wrong. And follow the installation on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Art of the Short.
Please don't edit this. Please just let it play in entirety.
Okay, I will because you asked.
Yes. Bye, Jori.
Oh my God, you were so quick to leave me.
Bye.
Okay, bye, Jori. Eye bulge.
I need to confess to you that while you were away, I opened your video and looked just a little bit.
You little fucker. Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I just blurred my eyes and I barely saw it.
It's only like 2 seconds long, you little dick.
You're just having fun.
I'm on a roll.
You're just having fun.